Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We welcome back an old friend. It's Dan Firks. He's with the Defined Realty Group, and next to him is John Tavote, and he's a buyer specialist also with the Defined Realty Group. So welcome, Dan. Nice to see you.
You too, Liz. Great to see you.
You've had some exciting changes since the last time we visited. You're with the Defined Realty Group, which is your group, and you're part of Keller Williams now.
Yes, Keller Williams Infinity, downtown Naperville on Washington Street, right just north Brown's Chicken and south of Burger King.
Well, that's good. It's good. A good location. Maybe not for your waistline, but for all of us to know where you're at. We all know where those two things are. Tell me, Dan, now you've been a long-time Naperville resident. Why is that important when I'm choosing a realtor?
Choosing a realtor is very important. You know, choosing the right realtor. You want to make sure that that agent is well known in the community, knows the community. Been living here in Naperville going on 25 years, been doing real estate about 20 years. Actually, a little over 20 years now. Time flies.
Time flies, yes,
so,
it does.
Yeah, being a Naperville resident is a fantastic community.
John, now you're also got strong Naperville roots.
I do, born and raised, and you know, when you grow up in the area that you work, it really allows you to understand all the facets of the individual neighborhoods. And I've spent time in most of them, you know, through the years doing different things and being around. But you get a good sense and a good feel for what's going on in different parts of the community, and really helps us help our clients, and if they're looking for something very specific, we may be able to find that for them very, very quickly.
Well, you also know all the amenities and you know the school system.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a product of that school system.
That's exactly it. Now, Dan, you are the leader of a mega team.
Yes.
What's a mega team?
Well, a mega team, we have 10 team members that are consist of buyers specialists, listing specialists, admin, ISAs, which are callers, kind of like a telemarketer. We don't like to call them that, but you know, outbound calls, inbound calls. We got social media director, we got a marketing director, we got runners. It's a fantastic team that I have, and I'm very fortunate. I'm very lucky, and everybody on my team is just phenomenal.
And you're a mega leader, and you have a mega team because of the volume of homes and that you move. Is that what qualifies?
That is correct. Typically, it's about $10 million a minimum in volume, and we'll do over $30 million next year. You know, I think it's going to be a fantastic year. I think we're going to do probably close to $60 million. That's our goal.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, John, you're a buyer specialist.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about what that means.
It typically means that I focus more on someone who's looking to purchase a home. You know, when we work as a team the way that we do, it allows us to really focus on a particular facet of real estate. And Dan may focus a little bit more on someone who's trying to sell their home, and it allows me to really help you focus strictly on the purchase of a new home. And when we can focus on something like that, you know, we can get very, very good at it, and the particular elements that go along with one side of the transaction. Not that we can't both do either side, and do from time to time, but it really helps when you can make sure that you're really dedicating yourself in one direction and have the support of the rest of the team to back you up on the other portions that maybe you don't want to focus on quite as much.
Right. Well, I think I'm really liking the idea of having such a strong and a good-sized team, because it does make me feel, whether I'm buying or selling a home, that I have a team too. And I think that's neat, because it's a big purchase. It's an emotional purchase, whether it's your first purchase, your second, or your last. Dan, tell me a little bit about how you feel the market is in Naperville and why it's so good for real estate.
Naperville 2015 was a very strong market. We had a lot of people coming and going. We work with a lot of people getting transferred on businesses. We have a lot of people calling from downtown Chicago, the younger generation. You know, now their kids are getting older. They start researching schools. Naperville pops up as, you know, one of the top ranked communities with schools, so they're always coming out to check out Naperville, and that's where we're getting a lot of our business from. I think 2017 is going to be even a little bit better. Interest rates are still on the low side. And 2017 is going to rock. It's going to be a great year.
That's great. Well, and who are your buyers or your sellers? Who comes to you? I mean, there's been a lot of struggle. So when you're taking on a client, who do you want, or who should be looking at you? Is it somebody?
John? You know, We'll work with most anybody, down from the person who's buying their first condo, maybe right out of school, doesn't have a lot of money, but wants to get out on their own and buy something, all the way up to the person who's worked and worked really hard and ready to buy their dream home. They have $1 million and they want to build their home for the rest of their lives, and everything in between. It really allows us to focus on a lot of different pieces and be effective in most any area of the real estate world, and it helps our clients.
Dan, how has the client changed since I would guess I would call it a recession, the bad years? How's that the client changed?
I think they're a little bit more educated because now with social media, with HGTV out there, especially I guess I give HGTV a little bit more credit, showing buyers kind of the steps that are taken to help them purchase a house and what they should do to interview the correct agent. And there's just so many resources for new buyers out there where they can do their research and find out exactly what they should be asking, what kind of agents they should be working with, and they can get their homework done a little easier, I think, nowadays.
Well, and I think we can get our homework done, but I feel like I might get my homework done, but I need to make sure that I'm going to the professor, because I think real estate's still very complicated.
Absolutely.
And even though I can look on the Defined Realty site and your social media for my homes, I may not know what to do next. And I think that's where a realtor, and whether it be a buyer or seller specialist, is so important.
There is so much information available to you that it can be very overwhelming, and if you don't know how to process it, you don't know what to do next. So you can compile as much as you want, and then once you have that, we can help streamline that and organize your thoughts. I like to think of us as an advisor through the process more than a salesperson. We
I would
aren't
use the word
coach
too. I think
coach is a great.
We've been with Dan when he's been at homes, and he completely, it's the curb appeal. He makes great suggestions on what you need to be thinking about, how to maybe clean up your landscaping a little bit. Maybe you're gonna move a couple pillows that you love because grandma gave them to you, but they need to go in the closet. Right? Yeah, right. But it's those things that I think help us get ready to sell that home, or and as a buyer, he's great tips for things to look for too. So that's where I think your expertise is just phenomenal.
Yeah, and with every buyer or seller, we always like to meet with them prior to have a buyer consultation or a seller consultation, just to educate them a little bit more. Listen to them. That's really important, is to actually sit down and listen to what the buyer or seller is saying and what their needs are and what they expect, and just to really comprehend what they're looking for.
Right. So if somebody's looking for a realtor, would it be all right if they gave you guys a call and just said, hey, come chat. Can I come chat with you, or can I email and text with you to find out, what we've got going?
We'd love to. I mean,
absolutely love it.
What we're here for. Come on in, give us a call. We're easy to find, and there's always someone, that's going to be there to help you out. And it's part of the advantage of working with the team that we do, is there's always going to be somebody there to help you no matter what's going on.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. Well, I know you guys work really hard with what you do for your buyers and your sellers, and for Naperville. So thanks so much. Thanks for stopping by, giving us an update, Dan. It's always lovely to see you.
You too.
We're going to be right back with more Business Connection. Stay tuned.